This is the level of care I have. About most things, actually. It's really sad. It's getting dark here at like 4 p.m. now, and I live in New York, and am I all out of glasses? Sometimes I think about what it must be like to be a real adult that has like different glasses for different things. We got options tonight. But the way that I'm lazy and I'm probably just gonna choose whichever one has a screw top. Pleasure principle. Oh, okay, wait, maybe I try this. Yeah, if I'm gonna read you pages from books I've liked, I'm gonna have red wine. Some things just make sense in my head, and that is one of them. I love those videos of people trying to like recreate a noise. They're like, yay! Oh my god, stop! Enough! I lit a little candle. I have my little books. So not too long ago, I had a few friends over, and long story short, one of them proceeded to do a live reading of a book that we all enjoyed. Life-changing. I have not stopped doing this since. The way that I've sat and made my friends listen to just pages of books that I like. And now that's what we're doing. I love knowing what moves people about things in general, and so here are some things that have moved me. But before we get into it, this is so cool. This video is sponsored by Bright Cellars. I love wine. I have a hard time choosing wine. I will get stuck reading the backs of the bottles for so long and still have no idea what I'm reading or what I'm talking about. So Bright Cellars are a monthly wine membership club that matches you with wine you love, things maybe you wouldn't have picked out for yourself, wouldn't have gotten to try, never would have known about, had you not taken their little quick taste palette quiz. It's so cool. It's like, do you like milk chocolate or dark chocolate? And I'm like, I'm 27 and I still think people are lying when they say that they prefer dark chocolate over milk chocolate. Like, I know I'm gonna like what they sent me because it's based on my tongue. It's palette, I guess some would say. It's like, you like cranberries or cinnamon? I'm like, why has no one asked me this in my life? The amount of times in my life that I have been the person sitting at the dinner table who is like, wait, you guys all know what you're talking about when you're speaking about wine? But I just think this is such a cool way to learn more about wine. And after you get your matches, they ship directly to your door. And like, could you imagine me carrying those 6 bottles of wine, just clunk, clunk, clunk in? Like, wait, let's look at this one. Let's check out Pleasure Principle. That's such a pretty bottle. See, I'm already learning. I like that they've made this so simple for me. Pairs well with wood-fired pizza. Rich and lively with notes of cranberry, cherry, cocoa, and licorice. You know what I'm talking about when I say you hear people talking about wine and you're like, huh? I could talk about this, and I do know what I'm talking about.
And thank you, Bright Cellars, for giving my followers their first 6-bottle subscription box, usually $150 for just $55. Click the link in the description to take the quiz and get started today.
So like I said, I personally just love knowing what moves people about the things that they love. And I love this book. I love this book so much. Grab a glass of wine, pretend like we're doing this together. That's so good. So this book is called Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead. And it's my favorite book. It is by Emily Austen. Actually, I'm currently reading her second novel, Interesting Facts About Space. Okay, TLDR, but like, please it's my favorite book. Is our main character, Gilda, has kind of just accidentally accepted a job. It's a whole thing. They never explicitly say why, but she struggles with social cues, interactions, which makes for the most interesting inner world, inner dialogue. And I'm not gonna lie, I read this book and I'm like, that's what my brain sounds like. This is me. But she started working as a secretary and the last secretary died. Anyway, are you the new secretary? I nod again. Well, you sure are better looking than our last one, he cackles. I reply, thank you, quietly, despite feeling affronted by that comment. Why is this old man thinking about my appearance at all? Did he think I would feel flattered by him exposing that he spent part of our 2-second interaction assessing my appearance while insulting a dead woman's looks? I watched him roar at his own comment, at his face reddening, his eyes squinting, at him slapping his knee. I wonder what it's like to be him, to vocalize the stupid thoughts he has without considering how others will interpret them. He just fumbles happily through his day, saying whatever he is compelled to, while I am over here laboring to produce appeasing facial expressions. Smile. Keep smiling. Am I frowning? I see you and Barney are getting acquainted, Jeff sings as he passes by my desk. Barney's our accountant, he explains. Barney winks at me. Nice to meet you, honey. Nice to meet you too, I lie. We see why I love this, right? God, I might have to save this one for another time because I could talk so much about this book. That is what the inside of my head sounds like. I think about stuff like this all the time. When I'm interacting with people, I'm always kind of like, what is this like for you? Especially when they do things that I would personally never do. You know, like unnecessarily comment on someone's appearance, stuff like that. I'm so fascinated by how someone's like upbringing, their like socialization as a human being manifests out and about in the world. If this is fun for you, ask me questions in the comments because I could really get into this. Okay, so in this part, she has gone on a date that she absolutely doesn't want to go on with a guy who sucks. He's one of those like very positive, like, you can do it types that is just kind of no thinkies, no thoughts, just you can do it no matter what. And this is how this guy talks to her. Be your authentic self and people will be drawn to you. I pause again. What if my authentic self is unpleasant and makes people uncomfortable? What if I am a psychopath? We are all capable of becoming whatever we want to be. You already have everything you need to do whatever you want. What about poor people? Or people who are discriminated against? What about people who are not cognitively capable of doing what they want to do? What about women who want to be Catholic priests or men who want to be nuns? Your life has purpose. You exist for a reason. You matter. I scowl. I balance a water bottle on the stack of dishes piled next to my bed and wonder, do straight women find men who are bad at logical reasoning unattractive? I deliberate for a moment, considering whether I could justify rejecting him based on the fact that he is disturbingly irrational. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but watching her try to exit this relationship or like situationship that she doesn't want to be in is so... It's not funny because I think we've probably all been there. I've been there. Because it's such a navigation, right? Sometimes you find yourself in a situation where you're just kind of like, how did I end up here? How do I get out? And you're trying to be polite, you're trying to be kind, you're trying to not get, you know, like murdered. Anyway, it's hard when you've been socialized to really care whether or not you hurt someone's feelings. It is so difficult to just do the thing that you want or the thing that is just best for you. And so you end up sitting around like, is that a good enough reason to not want to date you? It is. It is. If you're watching this, it is. Don't date people you don't want to date. Okay, now we get to a really cute part. Gilda has a girlfriend. Her name's Eleanor. And she's like accidentally dating that guy while she's with Eleanor. And she's like just struggling. My girl Gilda's in the trenches. Okay, here we go. Eleanor and I are seeing a movie. It is a comedy about two women who run a vending machine business. I am trying to pay attention to the plot, but I am too distracted by Eleanor's laugh. This abrupt honk erupts from her whenever something delights her. She sounds like a duck. I am enraptured by how entertained Eleanor is by this movie. She thinks I'm laughing at the movie, but I'm not. I'm laughing because I am endeared by her. I'm looking at her exposed, gummy smile and listening to her quack with laughter. I find it so endearing, it becomes difficult for me to inhale. My vision is blurred in tears, and I am incapable of speech. I have goosebumps, it's so friggin' cute. Not to make it all about me all the time. I just find her so relatable. Like, that's the best, or it can be the worst depending on what it is, but when something pulls your attention in that way, that you're sitting in a movie that you've paid to see and you just you cannot watch because someone you love is laughing, I'm gonna cry. Okay, and this is the part that I have read to so many of my friends. Hey, I almost forgot. I got you something. She stands up abruptly, leaving me alone in her room. I wait for her to come back, paused on her bed. I look around the room in her absence. Her walls are white. She has a lot of potted plants. There's a disorganized desk in front of her window. There are books piled on her nightstand. The color purple, the Prince of Salt. Here it is, she returns, carrying a box of Thin Mints. You said you love these, right? A woman's daughter in my office was selling them, so I got you a box. She hands the box to me. I look at the box, then at her smiling mouth, and time stops. I feel strangely derailed by this gesture. The image of Eleanor committing something I said offhand to her memory, spending her money, and gifting me this makes me feel, for some reason, heartbroken. I begin to mouth the words, thank you, and to simulate a smile, despite the strange, crushing sadness I'm experiencing. I hold the box in my hands, my heart pounding. That's nice of you to remember something I said. I manage to spit out, heat pounding off my face while I try to veil the black bile I feel boiling inside me. I find it so bizarre that I occupy space, and that I am seen by other people. I feel like I am falling through space, and Eleanor just threw me a rose. It's such a sweet, pointless gesture. It would be less devastating to fall through space alone, without someone else falling next to me. Whenever someone does something nice for me, I feel intensely aware of how strange and sad it is to know someone. She beams. Of course I remember the things you say. If you don't read this book, yeah, the best parts about life are the saddest parts about life. I have to stop myself from going down that rabbit hole. When I love something so hard, like we'll take like my sister for example. Sometimes I'll be spending time with her and then I'll go down this rabbit hole of, it's too sad. It's too sad. We'll keep it up here. Of like, oh, I don't get to spend as much time with you as I would like to. And I cannot. Ugh. I am a person who feels very intensely, and I'm grateful for that, but ooh, it can be devastating. I can't say it better than Emily Austin said it. We have more Eleanor, yay! Eleanor texted me a picture of a bird. I'm reading a book about birds, she writes. This one is called a lilac-breasted roller. It's pretty, I reply. I thought you'd like it, she writes. I zoom in on the picture. I look at the bird's purple and blue feathers and its little black beak. You're being quiet again, she writes. You'd tell me if you weren't doing okay, right? Yes, I lie. I add, send me more pictures of birds. Yes, I lie. Yes, I lie. Yes, I lie. Oh my god. Something I've been thinking about doing a video of for a while is I love the game We're Not Really Strangers. It's like a get to know each other like questions prompt game. But one of the questions that I was asked, and I could not keep it together. I broke the cry barrier that night. I just bawled after I said this out loud because it was so true. I was asked, who was the last person you lied to and why? And I said, my mom. I told her that I'm okay. And I am. Yes, I lie. And look, I'm working on it. I'm in therapy. And it's good to ask for help and it's good to be honest with people that love you. It's just hard sometimes, especially if you don't want to, you know, in your brain, add to their pile or make them worried about you. Send more pictures of birds though. That's all I'm gonna read from Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austin. Because if you liked any of that, you should just read it, seriously. Oh, favorite book. Thank you for watching. I'd love to know what you think about the things that moved me. I'd love to know what moved you, if anything moved you. Oh, I have to read that book again. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go finish this and cry. Bye! I'm okay though. You know, just send pictures of birds in the comments.